Hello, it's Tree Sprite and welcome back to another video. Today I am doing some Christmas paintings. This is a lighthouse painting I'm doing for my mom, and I'm talking quietly because she's in the other room and I don't know if she's awake. But anyway, I based this off of a lighthouse I saw on TikTok, and I thought that she would like it because she's really into like ghost shows. Growing up, a lot of the times, she would be laying downstairs watching TV with us, and it would be like ghost hunters and stuff like that in the 2000s. And I painted a couple of different lighthouses uh, before that were haunted in nature. And so this kind of just adds this one to her collection for Christmas, because she enjoys them. I don't normally paint things like this, so I'm really happy with the way it turned out. If I sound distracted, it's because my cat is being a menace, and trying to get into things that she shouldn't. Feel like I should clarify that. But I basically took a screenshot from a TikTok video that I saw of this lighthouse, and then I tried to paint it similarly to the photo that I took a screenshot of. So what I originally ended up doing was starting the painting with that sketch I did in acrylic markers, so I would know the placement of things, and then I started painting the clouds and starting the background, and I didn't want any of like the light blue paint to be visible when I painted like the lighthouse on top. And I also went ahead and did the sea so that way I could, also be able to blend things in more effectively, but also, make sure that the tones that I want in this painting are all there, so that way when I'm painting the actual lighthouse, I'm not like making the lighthouse look too dark or too light compared to the rest of the painting. And I was recording this with the last phone that I had, and then where I haven't used it in a while. It's super slow. It stopped recording in the middle of a video without me realizing it. So there's a little bit of a jump in the footage because it suddenly stopped recording. I think I messed up the first time with the clouds because I might have not started the recording part right away. I think that part was my fault. Not 100% sure, but then like I started painting more, and I noticed that I suddenly wasn't recording it, and that was frustrating. So I ended up switching to my current phone to record this video, so that way I could catch the process. And this phone has more storage than my older phone, and it also has like a better camera. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna have to retire my old phone instead of having two phones like I used to. So we'll see how that works out in the future. I think the main thing I really wanted to focus on was like making sure the textures looked right. Because it's a very rusty structure. And you don't want it to look, fresh. Or just like a plain block of color. So that's why I did a lot of blending for this painting. I didn't stop and like let the layers dry as much as I normally would. I feel like when in the past I have painted, I would paint a little bit and let it like fully dry without taking advantage of like the wetness of the paint. So I really like how this turned out, because I didn't let it dry right away. But I was also watching my cat in this time frame, because she's trying to drink my paint water. She has a water dish in my room, and she does drink out of her water dish. But if I have a cup of water on my desk, she wants to drink from the cup of water that's on my desk. So I was watching her, making sure she wasn't stepping in wet paint when she was on my desk. Because she's a particular cat. She likes me, but she would not let me clean paint off of her paws, basically. She doesn't like being held like that. Some cats are just particular like that. That's just how my cat is. So I was watching for her to not step in wet paint, so I wouldn't have to chase her down and then have her like claw my arms, so I could clean her paws. But yeah, I feel like I've talked about the full range of this painting that I have to say about it. I hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble about it. And as always, I will see you in the next video, hopefully sometime soon. Bye bye.